What happens when Zoe Saldana joins the table for what starts as a lighthearted conversation, only for an unexpected question from Sunny Hostin to shift the entire mood of the show? Make sure to subscribe to the Star Talks and like and comment for more talk show coverage. Whoopi Goldberg. Welcome back, everyone. We are joined today by the incredible Zoe Saldana. It's so good to have you here. Zoe Saldana, thank you. I'm happy to be here. Audience applause. Joy Behar. You've had one of the most fascinating careers in Hollywood. Action movies, dramas, comedies, you've done it all. Zoe Saldana. I've been very fortunate. I've had opportunities to work with amazing people and tell stories that matter to me. Sarah Haynes. And you're always so busy. Do you ever slow down? Zoe Saldana. I try to. Family definitely keeps me grounded. Alyssa Farah Griffin. You've talked a lot about balancing career and personal life. Has that become easier over the years? Zoe Saldana. Not easier, exactly. I think I've just gotten better at setting boundaries. Sunny Hostin. That's interesting because boundaries are something a lot of public figures struggle with, especially when people expect them to speak on every issue. Zoe Saldana. That's true. Sunny Hostin. You've been vocal about representation and diversity in Hollywood, which many people appreciate. But some critics say celebrities sometimes talk about these issues only when it's convenient. Audience, quiet murmurs. Zoe Saldana. I think that's a fair concern. Whoopi Goldberg. That's a big question to start with. Sunny Hostin. Well, I think it's important because audiences want authenticity. Zoe Saldana. Absolutely. And authenticity means admitting that no one person has all the answers. Sunny Hostin. But do you think Hollywood sometimes celebrates progress too quickly? Zoe Saldana. I think progress deserves recognition, but that doesn't mean the work is finished. Audience applause. Sunny Hostin. Yet there are people who feel those conversations stay at the surface level. Zoe Saldana. And they're entitled to feel that way. Their experiences are real. Joy Behar. This is why these conversations get complicated. Zoe Saldana. They should be complicated. Real change isn't simple. Sunny Hostin. But some people hear that and think it's a way of avoiding accountability. Zoe Saldana. I don't think nuance means avoiding accountability. Sunny Hostin. Explain what you mean. Zoe Saldana. I mean, we live in a time where everyone wants quick answers to complex issues. Sometimes the most honest answer is acknowledging that multiple things can be true at once. Audience applause. Sunny Hostin. But viewers also want people in positions of influence to take clear stands. Zoe Saldana. And I respect that expectation. I just think there's a difference between speaking thoughtfully and speaking because you feel pressured to. Sunny Hostin. So you don't believe celebrities have a responsibility to weigh in? Zoe Saldana. I believe people should speak when they have something meaningful to contribute. Sunny Hostin. But silence can be interpreted as a statement too. Audience murmurs. Zoe Saldana. It can. But forcing someone to speak before they're informed can also be harmful. Whoopi Goldberg. That's an important distinction. Sunny Hostin. I understand that, but I think audiences are less patient these days. Zoe Saldana. That's exactly why we need more listening and less assuming. Sunny Hostin. Are you saying people aren't listening? Zoe Saldana. I think sometimes we're all so focused on responding that we stop hearing each other. Audience. Mixed applause and murmurs. Sunny Hostin. That's fair, but these issues affect real people in real ways. Zoe Saldana. I know they do. That's why I believe these conversations deserve depth instead of sound bites. Whoopi Goldberg. And that's why we're having this discussion. Joy Behar. I have a feeling we're just getting started. Audience laughter. Sunny Hostin. We definitely are. Zoe Saldana. I'm ready. Audience. Applause as the cameras prepare to head to commercial. Audience. Applause as the show returns from commercial break. Whoopi Goldberg. We're back with Zoe Saldana, and before the break, we were talking about the expectations placed on public figures when it comes to social issues. Sunny Hostin. Because I think it's an important conversation. People look to celebrities for guidance, now more than ever. Zoe Saldana. I understand that, and I don't take that lightly. Sunny Hostin. But sometimes it feels like celebrities choose which issues to speak about based on what feels safe. Audience, quiet murmurs. Zoe Saldana. I can only speak for myself. I've never approached it that way. Sunny Hostin. Yet there are moments when fans ask why certain voices are loud about some topics and quiet about others. Zoe Saldana. That's a fair question, but people don't always know what's happening behind the scenes. Sometimes advocacy isn't public. Sunny Hostin, do you think private advocacy is enough? Zoe Saldana, not always. But I don't think every meaningful action has to happen in front of a camera. Audience applause. Joy Behar, that's true. Social media has changed everything. People expect instant reactions now. Sarah Haynes. And if you don't say something immediately, people assume the worst. Zoe Saldana, exactly. We've created an environment where silence is automatically interpreted as agreement, disagreement, or indifference. Sunny Hostin. But public silence can have consequences. Zoe Saldana. It can. So can uninformed commentary. Audience, applause and scattered cheers. Sunny Hostin. I hear you, but influence comes with responsibility. Zoe Saldana. It does. Responsibility also means recognizing when you're not the most informed person in the room. Alyssa Farah Griffin. That's an interesting point because we often expect celebrities to become experts overnight. Whoopi Goldberg, which is impossible. Sunny Hostin. I'm not asking anyone to be an expert. I'm asking for consistency. Zoe Saldana. Consistency matters. But so does growth. Sunny Hostin. What do you mean? Zoe Saldana. I mean people evolve. We learn. We make mistakes. The problem is that public figures aren't always given room to do that. Audience applause. Sunny Hostin. Some would argue that's because their words carry weight. Zoe Saldana. And they should be held accountable for those words. I agree with that completely. Sunny Hostin. So where's the line between accountability and excuse-making? Audience murmurs. Zoe Saldana. The line is intention and action. If someone listens, learns, and changes their behavior, that should matter. Sunny Hostin. But does it always? Zoe Saldana. Maybe not for everyone. Joy Behar. Nobody agrees on anything anymore. Audience laughter. Whoopi Goldberg. That's not new, Joy. Joy Behar. It feels worse now. Zoe Saldana. I think social media amplifies everything. Disagreement becomes conflict very quickly. Sunny Hostin. But disagreement can be productive. Zoe Saldana. Absolutely. That's why I'm here having this conversation. Sunny Hostin. Okay, then let me ask you directly. Do you ever worry that asking for nuance can come across as avoiding difficult conversations? Audience falls quiet. Zoe Saldana. No, because difficult conversations require nuance. Sunny Hostin. Not everyone sees it that way. Zoe Saldana. I know. But reducing every issue to a simple answer doesn't help people understand each other. Sunny Hostin. Sometimes people want clarity, not complexity. Zoe Saldana. And sometimes clarity comes from acknowledging complexity. Audience, applause grows louder. Sunny Hostin. I think viewers are frustrated because they want people with influence to take stronger positions. Zoe Saldana. I respect that frustration. I just don't think passion should replace understanding. Sunny Hostin. Are you suggesting people are being emotional instead of thoughtful? Zoe Saldana. No, not at all. Sunny Hostin. Because that's how it sounded. Audience, audible reaction. Zoe Saldana. That's not what I meant. Emotions matter. They tell us what people care about. I'm saying we need both emotion and understanding. Whoopi Goldberg. That's an important distinction. Sarah Haynes. It feels like everyone is trying to say the same thing from different angles. Sunny Hostin, maybe. But I still believe public figures have a unique obligation. Zoe Saldana. And I believe that obligation includes being honest about what you know and what you don't know. Sunny Hostin. Fair enough. Whoopi Goldberg. See? This is what conversation is supposed to look like. Audience applause. Joy Behar. Passionate, respectful, and occasionally uncomfortable. Audience laughter. Sunny Hostin. I'm not done making people uncomfortable yet. Zoe Saldana. I didn't think you were. Audience, laughter and applause. Whoopi Goldberg. Stay with us. We've got more with Zoe after the break. Audience, applause as the show returns from another commercial break. Whoopi Goldberg. We're back with Zoe Saldana, and this conversation has definitely gotten people talking. Joy Behar. We haven't even looked at social media yet. I'm afraid to. Audience, laughter. Sunny Hostin. I think these discussions matter because viewers are having them at home every day. Zoe Saldana. I agree. That's why I'm glad we're taking the time to talk through it instead of reducing it to headlines. Sunny Hostin. Since we're talking about headlines, do you ever feel frustrated by how quickly interviews get turned into sound bites? Zoe Saldana, all the time. Sunny Hostin, because some people would say celebrities benefit from those headlines when they work in their favor. Audience murmurs. Zoe Saldana, sometimes they do. But that doesn't mean we control them. Sunny Hostin, you don't think public figures have some responsibility for the narratives they create? Zoe Saldana, we have responsibility for our words, absolutely. We don't always have control over how those words are edited, shared, or interpreted. Alyssa Farah Griffin, that's true for almost everyone now, not just celebrities. Sarah Haynes, one clip online can completely change the context of a conversation. Zoe Saldana, exactly. A 2-minute clip can erase an hour of thoughtful discussion. Sunny Hostin, but viewers could argue that if your message is clear enough, context shouldn't matter. Zoe Saldana, context always matters. Audience applause. Sunny Hostin, even when discussing issues that affect people's everyday lives. Zoe Saldana, especially then. Sunny Hostin, why? Zoe Saldana, because real lives are complicated. People's experiences are different. If we ignore that, we stop seeing each other as individuals. Audience applause. Sunny Hostin, I don't disagree with that. But there are moments when people don't want nuance. They want action. Zoe Saldana, action is important. I'm not arguing against action. Sunny Hostin, then what are you arguing for? Zoe Saldana, thoughtful action. Audience applause. Sunny Hostin, some people hear thoughtful action and think it's another way of saying, let's wait. Zoe Saldana, no. I'm saying let's understand what we're doing and why we're doing it. Whoopi Goldberg, there's a difference. Joy Behar, a big difference. Sunny Hostin, but urgency matters too. Zoe Saldana, it does. Urgency and reflection can exist together. Sunny Hostin, I think that's where we see this differently. Audience, quiet murmurs. Zoe Saldana, that's okay. Sunny Hostin, because when communities are hurting, asking them to slow down and educate others can feel unfair. Zoe Saldana, I agree with that completely. And I would never ask people who are directly affected by an issue to carry the burden of educating everyone else. Sunny Hostin, then who should? Zoe Saldana, everyone who has the ability to learn should take responsibility for learning. Audience applause. Sunny Hostin, but you're someone with a platform. Doesn't that include you? Zoe Saldana, of course it does. That's why I spend a lot of time listening before I speak. Sunny Hostin, listening is important, but at some point people want to know where you stand. Zoe Saldana, and I've never been afraid to share where I stand. I just refuse to oversimplify complicated issues to make people comfortable. Audience, loud applause. Sunny Hostin, I don't think asking for clarity is oversimplifying. Zoe Saldana, and I don't think asking for context is avoiding accountability. Audience, mixed reactions. Whoopi Goldberg, okay, now we're getting to the heart of it. Joy Behar, this is why live television is impossible to predict. Audience, laughter. Sunny Hostin, let me ask you one final question on this. Do you think celebrities sometimes underestimate how much influence they really have? Zoe Saldana, yes, some do. Sunny Hostin, have you ever underestimated your own influence? Audience falls silent. Zoe Saldana, absolutely. Sunny Hostin, and what did you learn from that? Zoe Saldana, that people are paying attention even when you don't realize it. I learned that my words can affect people in ways I never intended. Sunny Hostin, so doesn't that prove my point? Zoe Saldana, it proves that influence matters. It doesn't mean every issue has only one acceptable response. Audience applause. Sunny Hostin, fair enough. Whoopi Goldberg, that's probably the closest we're getting to an agreement today. Audience laughter. Sarah Haynes, I think you actually agree more than you disagree. Sunny Hostin, maybe we do. Zoe Saldana, I think we both care about the same thing. We just approach it differently. Audience, warm applause. Whoopi Goldberg, and that's what good conversations are supposed to be. Sunny Hostin, I can live with that. Zoe Saldana, me too. Audience. Applause continues as the segment heads toward another break. Audience. Applause as the show returns for the final segment. Whoopi Goldberg, welcome back. We've been having a thoughtful conversation with Zoe Saldana, and I think it's safe to say people are going to be talking about this one for a while. Joy Behar, they already are. During the break, our producers told us social media is moving fast. Audience laughter. Sarah Haynes, that's the reality now. Viewers react in real time. Sunny Hostin. And honestly, that's a good thing. These conversations shouldn't end when the cameras stop rolling. Zoe Saldana. I agree. Different perspectives are important, even when they're uncomfortable. Whoopi Goldberg. Especially when they're uncomfortable. Audience applause. Alyssa Farah Griffin. Zoe, after everything we've discussed today, what's the one thing you hope viewers take away from this conversation? Zoe Saldana. I hope people remember that disagreement doesn't have to mean disrespect. We can challenge each other, ask difficult questions, and still listen to one another. Audience applause. Sunny Hostin. I appreciate you saying that because I know I asked some tough questions today. Zoe Saldana. You did. Audience laughter. Sunny Hostin. But my intention was never to put you on the spot. I think audiences deserve honest conversations. Zoe Saldana. And I respect that. I came here knowing this show asks important questions. Whoopi Goldberg. That's what we do. Joy Behar. Whether people like it or not. Audience. Laughter and applause. Sunny Hostin. For what it's worth, I appreciate that you didn't shy away from the discussion. Zoe Saldana. I think avoiding difficult conversations is how misunderstandings grow. Sunny Hostin. We may not agree on every point, but I think we found some common ground. Zoe Saldana. I think so too. Audience, warm applause. Whoopi Goldberg. That's the goal. Nobody has to agree on everything, but everybody should feel heard. Sarah Haynes. That's a rare thing these days. Alyssa Farah Griffin. And honestly, viewers can tell when a conversation is genuine. Whoopi Goldberg. Before we wrap up, Zoe, tell everyone what's next for you. Zoe Saldana. I'm excited about some upcoming projects, but more than anything, I'm grateful to keep telling stories that connect with people. Whoopi Goldberg. We look forward to seeing them. Audience applause. Whoopi Goldberg. Thank you for being here. Zoe Saldana. Thank you all for having me. Sunny Hostin. Thanks for the conversation. Zoe Saldana. Anytime. Audience. Standing ovation and applause. Whoopi Goldberg. We'll be right back. Audience. Applause as the cameras fade out. Later that afternoon, clips from the conversation quickly spread across social media platforms. Viewers debated whether Sunny's questions were necessary and direct or whether Zoe's call for nuance made an important point about public expectations. Some viewers praised Sunny for holding celebrities accountable and asking the questions many people were thinking. Others applauded Zoe for staying calm under pressure and refusing to reduce complex issues to simple answers. Several moments from the interview began trending, including Zoe saying, "Disagreement doesn't have to mean disrespect," and her comment about choosing thoughtful action over reactive responses. Entertainment blogs and online commentators highlighted the exchange as an example of how daytime talk shows can create meaningful discussions without personal attacks. The following day, both Sunny and Zoe referenced the conversation in separate interviews, emphasizing that respectful disagreement is essential for healthy public dialogue. No apologies were issued because none were needed. Despite the tense moments, both women made it clear there was no personal conflict behind the debate. For viewers, the conversation became less about who won the argument and more about the questions it raised. What did you think? Did Sunny Hostin push the conversation in the right direction, or did Zoe Saldana make the stronger case? Share your opinion in the comments and subscribe to the Star Talks for more real talk show stories.